hard enough. Drake in Indiana, all of the things that God does in the Bible might not be that bad to a supernatural being is the idea, and you are on with Tracy and Jen.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I think I'm doing all right.
I just started watching your guys' show. I love it, but let's just get straight to the point. I feel like some of the things you guys say and claim might not be that bad, like you just said, to a supernatural being. And I don't want to come off like a terrible person. I don't want you thinking that I'm coming out off as a terrible person.
What supernatural being?
Well, no, I want to hear. I'm going to let him go with this one.
Like
okay.
Christianity's God, the one in the Bible.
Any God. Let's just say anything that's like got its own realm going on, right? Like, okay.
Right, correct. Okay. And I'm not trying to be super simple with it, but I feel like some things in this world is super simple. And I feel like a lot of the Christians I call don't use their trump card. And I feel like that's a good trump card to use. That like,
why?
Yeah, to us, killing someone else might be bad, but to a supernatural being, is it that bad?
So what?
That's my question to you.
So what?
So why should I care what this?
Right. I mean, so here's the thing.
Thinks.
Let's say that we have a species that routinely eats its own young, right?
Right, correct.
And to that thing, it is okay, right? Does that make it okay to people?
Maybe not to us.
Okay,
but, I mean,
and why should people then care what is okay or not okay for something else?
Well, it's just that when you read it out of the Bible, that's usually one of the things you guys will.
Yeah, it's immoral. It's immoral according to people, and so why would someone do it?
Definitely.
If a supernatural being says for me to go and sacrifice my child, and as a human being that is freaking immoral, why would I do it just because the supernatural being is okay with it? Just like if this if there's some kind of weird animal that sometimes eats its own young, I'm not going to say that's cool. I'm going to eat my own young too. Yeah. Or if that thing can talk and says, hey, you should eat your own young, I would be like, yeah, but I'm a human being and we don't do that shit, right? I mean, there's the morality of the supernatural being, even if you say it doesn't recognize it has its own morality, what I'm going to say is, and it's not human morality, and humans are obligated to other humans, not some other species or some other being that has these messed up ideas that harming people is cool.
Right. Okay. And that's a very good point. Very good point. You guys are much smarter than me, but can I clap back just let me give my response real fast.
Lay it on me.
And I don't want you thinking, trust me, I don't want to go out and kill my daughter, okay?
I love
my daughter to death and I will do anything. That's the last thing I want to do. But just philosophically speaking, I'm telling you, I kind of disagree with you. Listen, if there's let me in my own world. I'm not going to bring you into this, but in my own world, if there is a God and he tells me, hey, you got to kill this person, and that's a God, yes, I'm killing that person.
Then
100%.
You're not moral. Then you're not a moral human being.
That's God. Maybe not to you, but you're a human.
No. You're a human. You're a human, and you're doing.
God.
You're a human.
Gone.
You're a human.
You dropped him and picked up Loki.
Oh. I didn't drop him. Hold on. Hang on, Loki. We're going to put you back on hold. It looks like we still... Did I drop him?
Yeah, you dropped him.
Well, crap. Hold on, Loki. Let me put you back on hold. I did not mean to drop that caller. Apparently, I hit the wrong button. I dropped a caller. I didn't mean to. I don't even know how I dropped him. How did I hit that? So anyway...
Yeah, you hit the...
Apologies to the caller. You were not dropped on purpose. But I want to just clarify. I was trying to put you on hold because the thing is, you're a human being. And if another species tells you to go do something because it's okay for that species, and then you go and turn traitor to your species and do a bunch of immoral crap and hurt a bunch of people because that thing that doesn't share our moral standards told you it was okay to do it because it's okay with that thing to do it, that's not cool. That makes you an immoral human, right? You're now acting immoral as a human being, and other people can call you immoral, and they're correct in that assessment. It doesn't matter that, a snake does this, and so you can do it now, or the snake told you to do it, or you think you need to act like a snake. It's like, I don't care. right? It's like you're a human being and you have an obligation to other human beings as part of our species and part of a social species. And when you don't meet those obligations, you're on the side of immorality, right? And that's basically what you're arguing for is, can I be an immoral human being if some other species tells me to do immoral things? And my response is no.
Yeah. Well, and this is kind of where I was going when I was asking him which supernatural being, because if someone walked in and said, okay, I'm an authority figure here and I'm telling you to kill your child because I want you to, you'd say, screw you, buddy, I'm not doing it. You know, there's no way you would do that for an actual human being that can be shown to exist. And then you're going to say that there's some supernatural being that you can't demonstrate actually exists, but you think he's giving you some kind of moral instruction that requires you to do, you know, horrible things to people.
You're bringing up a good example, though. I mean, there are people who have this kind of concept in societies, right, where there's a particular type of morality that doesn't apply, for example, to, you know, people who are in leadership who may believe they're above the law.
Yeah.
Right? And so you have this situation where there's like a group of people in the society says they can do things to people of a lesser class or of a different, you know, ethnicity or of a different gender. And that's perfectly okay to violate that group because they're in this superior group, right?
Yeah.
And how is that different than, you know, like a king going out and saying, bring me your daughter because I want to rape her tonight? And you say, well, he's the king, right? I mean, he has this different morality. The rules don't apply to the king, right? He has, so I'm just going to bring in my daughter and let him rape her. And this is kind of what this person is arguing, that you've got this thing and it's just so superior that if it tells you to do messed up crap and harm people, that you should just listen to it and do it. And it's like, well, then you're not using any kind of moral judgment.
Right.
You're basically saying, even if it tells me to do things that are grossly immoral, I'm just going to go and do it because that thing doesn't think it's wrong. Yeah. Right? Even though by any human standard, and I am a human being, I know that this is not the right thing to do for other people.
Yeah.
It's messed up. And this is how religion messes up people's morality.